Hello, I want to welcome everyone to our webinar series called Generative Entrepreneur, where our business executives and technical developers come to accelerate bringing their AI applications to market and scale them to production. My name is Courtney Freed, and I am a Senior Partner Technology Strategist here at Microsoft within our America's Global Partner Solutions team, working with our system integrators and channel partners. Today's session is called Building an AI Center of Excellence. On today's agenda, I'll be covering a few key points to consider when building an AI Center of Excellence, or CoE. First and foremost, I'll talk about the AI partner opportunity. Then I will touch on the definition, scope, and standards of an AI CoE. Each of these elements is designed to ensure that we're not only adopting AI, but doing so in a structured and effective manner. Then I'll talk to an example governance framework and general lifecycle of a CoE that you can implement based on where you're at in your CoE journey. And then finally, I'll make it real by sharing an example CoE that has worked for customers. We know that generative AI is not just a trend. It's a business imperative that many leaders recognize as essential for maintaining competitiveness. However, a significant number of organizations still struggle with a clear AI strategy, which can hinder their ability to innovate. This is further compounded by the challenges posed by functional silos, which can constrain the development, management, and governance of AI solutions. Without these strategic and organizational pivots, not all AI projects are successful, which can lead to a customer backing away from the promise of AI they once were so excited about. Now let's talk about the partner opportunity in the age of AI. Partner success is where preparation and opportunity meet. Right now, we're standing at a pivotal moment. The AI opportunity is massive, but according to IDC, 80% of partners risk missing out on fully capitalizing on AI-related growth potential. Not because the opportunity isn't there, but because they're not prepared to recognize and act on it. That's a wake-up call. The reality is 70% of partners are still in the early stages of their own AI maturity. And by 2026, AI-enabled services will disrupt a quarter of existing customer relationships. But here's the good news. Customers are actively looking for help. They want partners who understand both their industry and their tech stack, partners who can guide them through the complexity of AI adoption. And they're turning to IT consultants, systems integrators, and channel partners to do just that. This is where the services provider ecosystem becomes critical. AI adoption isn't a plug-and-play journey. It's filled with challenges that require expert navigation. The value of external service providers lies in helping customers achieve better outcomes than they could achieve on their own. Faster development, better problem solving, and greater value realization are the top reasons customers choose to partner. And it's not just about helping customers transform, partners must transform themselves. IDC predicts that by next year, 40% of service engagements will include Gen AI-enabled delivery. That's not a trend, it's a shift. Partners who embrace AI internally, automating non-strategic tasks, and enhancing service delivery will gain efficiency and credibility. Customers are paying attention. Over a third already know how their providers are using AI in service delivery, and 64% see it as a value add. This is no longer optional, it's essential. So what's the call to action? Partners must invest in their own AI capabilities, not just to serve customers better, but to survive and thrive in a rapidly evolving market. Those who transform internally will be best positioned to lead their customers through that transformation. So how do our partners prepare for this shift? Let's talk about a critical enabler for driving innovation and transformation across the enterprise, the AI Center of Excellence, or CoE. At its core, an AI CoE is a centralized team that brings together cross-functional expertise to guide and accelerate AI adoption. It's not just about technology. It's about creating a structured, scalable approach to implementing AI responsibly and effectively. The CoE sets the standards. It defines best practices, ensures governance, and promotes responsible AI use. This is especially important as organizations scale their AI efforts, because without a common framework, innovation becomes fragmented and risky. But the value goes beyond governance. An AI center of excellence fosters collaboration, breaking down silos and encouraging knowledge sharing across teams. It drives efficiency by streamlining processes and helping teams avoid reinventing the wheel. And most importantly, it ensures that AI initiatives are aligned with business objectives so that every project contributes to strategic outcomes. For many partners, the immediate opportunity is to help customers lay the foundation and groundwork for AI. By guiding them in establishing their own AI CoEs or offering CoE as a service, partners can position themselves as trusted advisors in their customers' AI journeys. Now let's take a deeper look at the AI Center of Excellence, not just as a team, but as a catalyst for transformation. For partners, the CoE is a powerful way to deliver lasting value. But to be successful, we must first understand what an AI CoE is, and maybe more importantly, what it is not. A CoE is a strategic hub, a centralized function that drives AI strategy, governance, and best practices across the organization. It's a knowledge center, a business development engine, and a facilitator of change management. It brings together cross-functional expertise to guide AI initiatives, ensuring they're aligned with business goals and executed responsibly. But it's not just a data science team. It's not a cost center, a bottleneck, or a one-time project. The CoE should enable innovation, not control it. It should scale AI, not centralize it. Think of it as a scaling engine where governance is centralized, but innovation and adoption is democratized. This distinction is critical. Too often, organizations treat AI as a series of disconnected pilots. Without a strategic foundation, these efforts fail to deliver real business value. That's where the CoE comes in, ensuring every AI initiative is tied to clear business outcomes, with a roadmap for success to drive from isolated pilots to enterprise-wide transformation. To that end, AI CoEs are designed to empower everyone, not just a select few, with the CoE supporting broad adoption, not gatekeeping it. And here's where partners play a key role, helping customers transform from experimentation to execution. That's the opportunity. Partners who help customers build and scale a CoE will be the ones who lead them into the next phase of AI maturity. Now let's explore the essential elements that make an AI Center of Excellence not just functional, but transformational. At its core, the CoE is about preparing the organization for AI, not just technically, but culturally and strategically. That starts with effective change management. We need to assess how AI will impact roles, communicate clearly with employees, and build the right skills across the business. This is how we will make the organization truly ready for AI. Next, we need a strong technology foundation. That means intelligent cloud infrastructure, secure data platforms, and skilled developers who can build responsibly. Microsoft AI services, for example, offer the tools to scale from experimentation to enterprise-grade solutions. But technology alone isn't enough. The CoE must also drive business impact through innovation. That's where AI hackathons, use case workshops, and customer insights come in. These activities help identify high-value opportunities, the business cases, that align with strategic goals. And then there's governance and ethics. This is non-negotiable. The CoE must enforce responsible AI principles, educating teams, ensuring compliance, and embedding ethical standards into every stage of the AI lifecycle. We're not just innovating, we're doing it sustainably and responsibly. So what are the standards that make an AI Center of Excellence truly effective? At the heart of this are AI policies and guardrails. These are essential to mitigate risks and protect against unintended consequences. Microsoft's responsible AI principles provide a strong foundation here, emphasizing transparency, fairness, accountability, and security. A generative AI governance policy should be in place from the start, covering fairness, transparency, data privacy, IP protection, and regulatory compliance. A unified strategy is key. This means merging evaluation, agile development, and performance measurement into a single cohesive approach. It also means distributing costs across shared data and AI platforms, using common data to drive efficiency, and regularly measuring model performance and ROI. From a technology planning perspective, the CoE should define clear standards for AI intake, experimentation, development, deployment, and monitoring. This ensures that every use case is evaluated for feasibility, aligned with security and privacy policies, and built with scalability in mind. But governance isn't just about oversight, it's about empowerment. Teams need access to the right platforms, frameworks, and trainings to innovate. That includes no-code/low-code tools, reusable assets, and knowledge libraries that accelerate development while maintaining control. In short, standards are what turn AI ambition into AI impact. For Microsoft partners, helping customers build these standards into their CoE is one of the most strategic ways to ensure their long-term success with AI. Now let's double-click into the structure of a governance framework within an AI CoE. At its core, governance is about clarity and responsibility. It starts with defining roles. Who's responsible for what? From AI engineers and data scientists to compliance officers, IT ops, and business leaders. Everyone has a part to play, and collaboration across these roles is essential. The framework should include regular updates and communication among stakeholders. That includes senior leadership, AI governance teams, and functional teams. This cadence helps track project status, escalate issues, and make informed decisions quickly. We also need to prioritize use cases based on feasibility, risk, and business impact. That means every AI initiative should have documented value drivers, success metrics, and a clear risk assessment. This ensures we're investing in the right opportunities and that we can measure the return. To avoid duplication and complexity, we recommend integrating AI governance into existing frameworks, like data governance, application lifecycle management, and corporate risk. This unified model helps streamline oversight and ensures consistency across the organization. And finally, governance must be adaptive. AI is evolving fast, and so must our policies. Continuous monitoring, feedback loops, and iterative improvements are key to staying ahead of emerging risks and regulations. Now let's walk through the life cycle of an AI center of excellence, but this time through the lens of where you, as the partner, might be today, or that of your customer. And based on that, what should you do next? Each phase of the life cycle builds on the last, and whether you're building your own CoE or guiding a customer through theirs, understanding where you are in this life cycle helps you focus your efforts and take the right next step. We start with discovery. If you're still trying to understand your organization's current AI capabilities, stakeholder landscape, or technical readiness, this is your phase. Your next step is to conduct discovery interviews, review existing documentation, and map out what's already in place. This gives you a clear baseline. If you've already done that, you may be in the design phase. This is where you define your CoE's vision, mission, and operating principles. You'll need to establish your governance model, identify your target audience, and set measurable objectives. If you don't yet have a CoE charter or clear OKRs, this is your next milestone. Once your design is in place, you move into prepare. This is about operational readiness. Are your people trained? Have you prioritized your use cases? Do you have a governance process for intake and development? If not, your focus should be building your CoE program, onboarding members, and creating an adoption plan. If you've already launched your first project, you're in the adopt phase. Now it's about execution. That includes raising awareness, enabling adoption, and delivering measurable value. You should be tracking progress using tools like a community scorecard and refining your approach based on the feedback. Finally, if your CoE is up and running, your focus shifts to sustain. This is where you monitor performance, recognize success, and grow your AI community. You'll want to collect feedback regularly, iterate on your OKRs, and ensure your CoE continues to evolve with your business. So ask yourself, where are we today? What's missing? And what's the next best step to move forward? As Microsoft partners, your role is to help customers answer those questions and guide them through each phase with confidence and clarity. And finally, let's take a look at how one customer successfully industrialized their AI investments using this framework and what we can learn from it. This customer began with a clear ambition to align AI with their business strategy and scale it across the enterprise. They didn't treat AI as a series of isolated experiments. Instead, they built a comprehensive framework that connected strategy, governance, technology, and culture, all working together to deliver measurable business outcomes. At the heart of their approach was a repeatable operating model. It started with continuous intake and prioritization of use cases based on feasibility and business value. From there, they used a common product approach, planning, designing, and deploying AI use cases iteratively at scale. They also built a strong technical foundation, a unified data and AI platform that supported experimentation and accelerated delivery. But what really made this work was the feedback loop. Performance monitoring, user input, and ROI tracking all fed back into that intake process, creating a cycle of continuous improvement. And governance played a central role. They established clear policies, guardrails, and oversight mechanisms, covering everything from product management and data strategy to responsible AI and security. This ensured that AI was not only effective, but also ethical and compliant. And they didn't stop at technology. They invested in organizational readiness with a culture strategy, change management plan, and skilling programs to ensure adoption across teams. Leaders championed use cases, and communication was intentional and ongoing. So what does this mean for you as a partner? You can use the same framework to assess where your organization or your customer is today. Do you have a clear AI strategy aligned to business goals? Is your data platform ready to support scaled AI delivery? Are your governance, culture, and change management strategies in place? If not, this example shows what's possible when all those pieces come together. And furthermore, I want to invite you all to attend our upcoming partner panel on this channel, where we will make it real for our partner community, asking leading Microsoft AI partners how they developed their AI Center of Excellence internally and helped their customers build their own frameworks, teams, and processes to deliver AI at scale, both sustainably and responsibly. So please stay tuned for that great discussion. And lastly, I wanted to leave you all with some learning resources I'd suggest to check out before attending the Make It Real partner panel session we're having for our next webinar. Microsoft recently published a white paper entitled Building a Foundation for Success, a Leader's Guide, which includes insights from our customers, our partners, analysts, AI leaders inside and outside of the company, and from our own experience about the 5 categories that collectively form a foundation for building sustainable value with AI. While there is no one model for all organizations, we're starting to see some best practices emerge across these 5 pillars of AI success. So please check out this informative resource at the aka.ms link here. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for your time on today's session. Hopefully this gave clarity to what building an AI Center of Excellence may look like and why it's so important not just for our customers, but also for our partners to scale AI within organizations. Thank you all again, and hope to see you back here for our partner panel discussion. Thank you.